Good afternoon, everybody. Welcome back to Blue Table Talk. I'm your host, Jeffrey Jones. We don't have our co-host on tonight because she's a little ill, but we still praying for her that all is well. Anyway, so we're back, and hopefully, prayerfully, we'll stay back, and we got a lot of stuff going on tonight. I did a Let's Talk About It event tonight, so that anytime you want to come in and talk about whatever, hey, it's gonna be open to you. I'm gonna put the link up there. See if I can put a link on the page and see what if it'll take. Let me see. Um, let me see if I can put a link up there. Where? Let me see. Okay, there it goes. I put the link up there if you want to come in and talk about it or whatever. Go ahead and put it, get it on there. Hey, Aaron, how are you tonight? Thank you for joining Blue Table Talk. I am super, super, super excited tonight because it's been a long time since I've been on. I've been kind of ill myself, and I didn't want to come on and call for show you what was going on with me because it was just one of those things. So anyway, continue to pray for each and every one of us. So we're going to do a Let's Talk tonight. In case you miss anything, we're going to talk about it tonight. Okay. So our first little topic I'm going to talk about is mental health. And we talk about that a lot. So we know that there are a lot of people out there who are afraid to even see a we call them a psychologist, but counselor. And because we are Black and we don't like to go into counseling, and so we figured that don't worry, God's gonna help me. Yeah, He'll take you, but He put these people here so that they could talk to you about your problems. So if you see anyone that has problems or is going through issues and everything, direct them to a counselor or help them out, because a lot of times they commit suicide, and that's one thing we don't want in the world. So let me do one thing before I come back on to you guys. Anyway, so Aaron, I put a link up there just in case you wanted to say something or you want me to say something. Oh, wait a minute, hold on. I put that link up there for anybody. So hold on. Let me get here. Let's see what's happening. Okay, here we go. Anyway, so I'm gonna get back to that mental health because I want more than just you on, Aaron, so everybody could talk about mental health. So we don't forget we're gonna have a Juneteenth celebration right here in Beaumont, Texas, at our triplex, and it's gonna have it right downtown Beaumont by the library and the event center. And they have Confuction here for our live band. He's gonna be y'all remember Confuction? He did the I want to turn back music and all kinds of stuff. So Confuction is a good band. It's an old school band, but it's a good band. So you come out and see Confuction. They're gonna have Confuction there. They're gonna have Eric T, as DJ, and he's gonna be the speaker for that night. Also, they're gonna have the Southeast Texas Live Steppers. So they're gonna be there to at the Juneteenth celebration. So come on out, y'all, and spread the word. It's June 15th, downtown Beaumont. And like I said, the live band will be Confuction. And we just, yeah, I'm excited too. I can't wait. I'm excited because I am part of the Line Steppers. And so we every time we go somewhere, we have some super fun. And so I want you to come out and have some fun with us as well. So also, let's see what we have here. I went around the school today and asked people to talk about. Let's talk about. Let me talk about whatever you want to talk about tonight on the show. What is on your mind? A lot of people said what was on their mind was the utility bills, and they was talking about how their water bill had gone up. They was talking about how the electric bill has gone up, and a lot, we can't do anything about that. We fuss and fight about all these bills that's going up, and nobody's doing nothing about it. So we need to call. What we need to do is write letters, call BBB, Better Business Bureau, and or write them or whatever. Write the CEO of the company and let them know why is my water bill super high, because it hasn't been like this. One lady said she don't use that much water. excuse me, she's barely home. And I can't talk about the water bill because my water bill isn't up because I pay my water bill in advance. So I mean, every time I get a water bill, there isn't a negative. So, but that's a good thing because that doggone utility bill, electric bill is real high. And everybody know I have been complaining left and right about my electric bill, how it is $800 a month. And I'm just flattered because nobody seemed that they could do anything about it. I could talk and talk and talk and talk. I could call the electric company, and what they tell me, pay your bill. And you know, if anybody know me, no, not at that point, I gone off. I have gone off. Hey, Aaron. Hey, Kathy. Hey, Liz. Hey, Skinny. How's it going? So anyway, we need to do something about calling these people, whoever we need to call, get these bills together, put it out there, call PUC, and see how they can bring everything down. Okay, so tonight, like I said, we're doing a Let's Talk event, hot topics. Anything that you want to talk about, I'm gonna put it out there, and we're gonna all join in and talk about it. And so, like I said, they wanted to talk about utility bills, and okay, we just talked about that, and it really is nothing we can do about it because they're gonna do what they want to do. Now, as far as the electric bill, our electric company is in Baton Rouge, Louisiana. That's so far. That's too far. When it was right here in Beaumont, and we could go down there and talk to them about, but now it's in Baton Rouge, and it's energy. I wish that we could pull in another electric company and have so that they can go check everything that's going on. Well, I have taken off my job 3 or 4 times for them to come out to see what was going on, and guess what? It didn't come. But I just heard day before yesterday, I don't have to be home for them to look at. Even though my house is gated, I don't have to be home for them to look at my electric bill because they got this kind of device where they could just put it up towards the meter, and they'll tell them what the meter's reading. Well, that meter's reading too many numbers, and so I'm like, okay, could it be the transformer? Could it be somebody is have their electric bill on my bill? What's going on? No way in God's name should a residential house have an $800 utility bill. Am I right or am I wrong? Come on, y'all, talk to me. I need some feedback. I don't need y'all just come on and say hello, good morning, and whatever. I need feedback. So that's what's going on right now. So what else was going on? Somebody asked me to talk about voting. We just had an election just this past week. Election day was Saturday. And I'm going to tell you guys, y'all know how I am about voting. I'm a stickler about voting because too many people has died for us that we just can't sit on our blessed assurance and not vote. We had 2 weeks of early voting. Then we had voting day on Saturday. But guess what? Deborah Jones did? I actually forgot. I ain't gonna lie to you. I actually forgot that we had voting day on Saturday. But an hour before the poll closed, I went and voted. I looked at the roster and I said, I don't know nobody on here. I don't know no one on here, but I did know one person. I did know one person. So I always do my research. And I always try to bring them on my podcast. But like I said, this is my first time being back in about 8 weeks or whatever. And I just said bring them. I didn't feel like bringing anyone on because I was ill, and so I went there. I did vote, but voting is our voice. If we don't vote, we can't say anything about what goes on in our city. Because guess what? You go say they go put in whoever they want to. Anyway, no, that's not true. That's not true. You gonna put in whoever they want in here because you didn't vote. We need you. Anytime they have an election, we need you voting. What's gonna happen in November for the presidential election? What's gonna happen then? Are you gonna vote? Oh, I see people out here talking. So let's see what they're saying. Aaron says, yes, my light bill is too high. It is high. I don't know what's going on with these bills. I don't know why the electric company is doing. They're gonna do what they want to do. I talked to when I called the electric company, they had me to write a letter. I wrote a letter. Now let me back this up, y'all. Let me back this up. This has been going on for 2 years. It has been escalating until it got to that $800. It got to the $800 last year in April. So that was been a year since then that my bill has been high, 600, 700. And the killer part about it, I didn't even recognize it because I was paying my bills early. And then when the electric bill came in again, they said you owe so and so. So I said, well, I just paid that. But I went and paid it anyway, not thinking because the money was there and I just need to pay this bill. And then when I finally settled down and said, I'm gonna stop paying my bill early, I want to see exactly how much this bill is. It didn't happen to December of last year that I really seen that bill was $800. And I've been paid $800 every. Oh, let me tell you, this is May. So April, my bill was like $821. So May, which is this month, it went. They said your electric bill has gone down. I'm scrubbing down to see, how much. $7. Y'all know I was cussing. I ain't gonna lie to you. I was cussing. I raised the roof. But I called these people who said they was going to help me out. I called them and they told me to shut down so and so and so. I shut it down. To unplug your microwave. I did that. If your washer and dryer on, unplug them before you leave. I did that. You just built something in your backyard, and you need to turn that power off. I did that, and it went down $7. What the is going on? Let's see what everybody else said. Let's see what Liz said. Let's see what Skinner said. You're right. You're right with you being the only one in the house. That bill is too high. Yes, I'm the only one in the house. Well, me and my dog. And I know he ain't turning no diddly squat. So it's high. It's high. And one guy said, when I talked to him, he said, well, Miss Jones, let's see if we're not charging you commercial. And I got happy then because if you charge me commercial now, you got to pay me back. Somehow the phone disconnected. And I'm like, what? So you think I got that guy back? Mm-mm. But then I had a friend, she introduced me to this other guy that she knows that works for the utility company. And right now he's working on it. But he said he doesn't work in customer service anymore, but he's going to give me this person and she's going to call me. And she did. But now we didn't have a storm. And of course, they're not looking at me right now because they got to put all this power back on other people's houses. So I'm coming. It's going to come. They can't tell me to be patient because I've been patient for 2 years. Okay. So let's see what Aaron has to say right here. Aaron said, we have to do better getting information out for the elections. I love that you interview the candidates. Yeah, I try my best to interview every candidate there is because I want to know what they're going to do for Beaumont, Texas. I love Beaumont, Texas. I've been here a long time and I love Beaumont, Texas. I want to see what they're going to do for the city itself. I want to see what they're going to do for the elderly. I want to see what they're going to do for the children, because we've got to get these kids straight. We got to get to their minds and get them straight. Because that's one of the subjects I'm talking about tonight is discipline in the schools. And it's horrible, y'all. If you have ever been into the school, these kids are hard. They don't respect you as an adult. They say what they want to say. Look, I stepped out the room today, and the children were going home, get ready to go home. And so one little boy turned around and called the little girl. They third graders. I'm like, what did you say? I bet you can't even spell it. But I stopped asking people that really, because one dude really told me how to spell a word that he called me. Oh, that was a word he called me. Yeah, the B. And he spelled it with a capital letter. Y'all know I went off. I know that. I went all the way left. Anyway, guys, we've got to, when what's her name? Madeline O'Hara took prayer out of school. Everything went sour. Everything went sour. We got to get that back in school. When they took corporal punishment out of school, we got to do something with these children, because they build too many jails with our names on it. They build too many jails with our children name on it. We don't get them straight, then somebody else will take care of them. That I don't want. I have one baby. She hadn't been in the classroom, but I've taken her under my wing. She's mine right now. Because she come to me, she said, I don't have this, or can you help me with this? Yeah. And that's how much I love you. And we need to get all these children. All these children. I worked before the beginning of this year. I worked at elementary all my life. Not all my life, but all my education life. I decided after I retired that I was going to go to high school. So I went to one of the high school, I went to the alternative school, like that. I worked there 7 days. Baby, I got out of there. Because see, you ain't gonna look in the newspaper and say Deborah Jones in jail because she did so and so and so with these kids. Before I let them get to me, I hit the road. They have no respect for you. None. We've got to get their attention, guys. Because if we don't, somebody else will. Discipline in school is horrible. We need to charge the parents with their child's attitude, the way the children act, their discipline. We got to charge these parents with that, because that's where they come from. The parents. They come from the parents. They didn't come from us. And if you tell them something, they suck in their teeth, they're turning their nose. That discipline is horrible. We need you guys. We need more volunteers. They need more volunteers. I'm saying we, because I am, back in the school district right now, but they need more volunteers. They need help. We need our men. Our men take care of these guys, these boys, and straighten them out and have more curriculum for them. And especially they can't play baseball or softball or anything like that until they get to middle school. But you got to start at the root of it in elementary school. You could do it like a drill team or something with the guys, or the girls too, because girls are worse than the guys now, y'all. I'm telling you now. I'm telling you, with us, like my mom used to say, with thus say the Lord, they are worse than the guys. So we got to get to these children quick, fast, in a hurry, because we're going to lose them. Okay, so let's see what Liz has to say again, because, I'll stay on that discipline forever. That's why your voice is very, very important. She's talking about the election. Very important. If we don't vote, we have no rights. We used to didn't have rights. You know that. I don't have to come on here and tell you that back in the day, we didn't have rights. Now that we got it, we need to exercise it. Come on, y'all. Come on, do it. Let's go. Aaron says 300 to 400 for me. Now, I don't know what that means. 300 to 400 for me? Oh, is that the utility bill? Dang. Well, you know what? When mine was 300, I wasn't complaining about it. It was like 250, 300. But still, I'm the only person here. Kathy, hey, Kathy, how are you tonight? She said they are charging you commercial rate. They are. Either that, Kathy, or is that what's that thing I just said earlier that farmer, which on the pole, they charged me for that. Oh, somebody might have hooked their bill with mine. I need to go next door and ask that man next door, but I ain't bothering. I just go ahead and pay it. Hey, Jameson. Hey, Jameson Charles. Yeah, Jameson. Look, I have a link up there on top if you want to come in to talk to us about about your play that's coming to Antioch on Saturday, right? Come on, hit that link up there and see if it works, and I'll bring you on for a couple of minutes, and we could talk about it, and you could invite everybody there on Saturday. Elizabeth said prayer needs to get back into school. Yes, and now there was a lady, Tony. Her name is Tony. She had a petition to get prayer back in school. I don't know if how many people she had to have signed it before. Before it got back in school, but everybody decided, and I think the petition went down. So I don't know. So we really need to get that. Amanda O'Hara been dead for years. And prayer still not back in school, and she was an atheist. So is the atheist still keeping it out? You come on the PA and you said, let's have a silent prayer. I'm gonna tell you now, I ain't gonna lie to you. When I was teaching and they say silent prayer, I prayed in my classroom. I'll say they're gonna have to fire me because I'm praying in this classroom, because I had to touch every child in the name of Jesus, because I needed those children. I needed them to work with me and for me. I have some good children. So Latoya, hey Latoya, this is my co-host right here. Latoya, hey, she said check your phone. Okay. No, I didn't see your text. Let's see. Let me go down. Oh, is it gonna be a messenger? Okay, I'm gonna go back and check it. Aaron said, let me see. The parents defend their children when they are wrong. They want to be their friend instead of being a parent. Absolutely. Absolutely. And they tell you in a minute, my child don't do that. My child doesn't do that. Now, he might not do that at your house, but when he comes to school, it's a different story. It's a different story. And I never did say that my child didn't do this, or my child won't say this or anything. Because when if principal called me and they called me, I have angels. Now, my daughter, I didn't have any calls from the principal. But that son of mine, hell, I might as well take this test because I was there. And so they would call me and they say, please don't come down here and paddle him, because he already on the floor. Because he's scared you coming. No, because if I told my children, if I have to take off my job, you mine. So don't ever have a teacher or a principal to call me and tell me that you was acting up at school, because you mine. So I don't think my son believed me. So he acted up. So he was mine. But he got the message as he graduated. Security light. What about security light? Yeah, I have security light. I have 2 security lights. My house look like Alcatraz, because all these lights I have around my house, that ain't it. That I'm not paying that much for them. It won't boost up the 800. No, I'm trying to find out what was I was talking about earlier. I almost said it. Transformer. That's it. They say it could be that transformer. And I googled that about the transformer once before, about a lady had a high utility bill, and the transformer was the one causing her to have the high utility bill. So now they got that on the plate. They're supposed to come out and check it out and see. So I don't know. I don't know if because you go on level building. They said a friend of mine said she didn't go on level build because they divided by 12 for a whole year and everything, and that's what it comes out to be. I don't know. Tiara said, what I was going to say is the parents never take accountability for their own children's action. No, they don't. No, they don't. Right now in the school, the children, they see Miss Jones, and they say, and they don't act up around me because they know I'm not playing. I guess they think I'm crazy. I am. When it comes to children, I want you to stay in the child's place because you're gonna have enough time to grow up. Stay in a child's place. You don't have any business when two adults are talking, standing right there in their face. That's my biggest pet peeve when it comes to something like that. No, I had to tell a little girl today, get out of our conversation. And she walked away. She walked away slowly, but I don't care. You can't stand here while I'm talking to this teacher. I don't care what I'm saying. I don't care if I'm telling her jump over this candlestick. You can't stand here and listen. I don't care how much you love Miss Jones. I love you too, but you're not gonna listen to my conversation. Yeah, they too much into that. I'm gonna look at it in a few minutes. Oh, you have your tickets to Charles Jameson? Okay. You're going to love it. Jameson Charles. I'm sorry, Jameson. You're going to love it. You're going to love it. And it's a real good play. I enjoyed it. Elizabeth said, well, it starts with the parents. They don't pay educators enough money for the disrespect. They don't pay enough money for nothing. Well, nothing. They'll pay enough money. Okay, so let's see. She was atheist, yeah, and she was murdered. Yeah, she was murdered. And she was atheist, as you should. Send me the link. I sent you. It's in your email. It's in your email. Jameson Charles, what's that? Oh, this is a link for Jameson Charles for sometimes that he'll get into heaven. The tickets are free for Antioch, and it's Saturday, and it's free. So that's the email for it's getting sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's hell getting to heaven. So you need to click on that and get the ticket. That's the numbers right there. So you're welcome, Jameson. I love you. Your mother free. He says it's free. Yeah, it's free. Let me stop my camera for a minute and send Latoya this. Okay, you all right?
Yes, ma'am.
It's good to see you, y'all. That's my co-host, Toya Ozan.
I had to log in. I felt guilty.
No, girl. Elizabeth says, yes, ma'am, a child should stay in the child's place. I'm old school. And you already know I'm old school. So, yeah, you say you did a text. So, what were you talking about?
Do what, Mom?
You say you sent a text?
Oh, I was telling you that I'm awake. So, you could have sent me the link. I didn't know you sent it to my email.
Yeah, I sent it to your email. And anyway, so, Jameson, you want me to send you a link? Or, like I said, it's already up there on the comments section page. And if you want to chime in, you can go ahead and chime in and talk about your play. Sometimes it's hard. Sometimes it's hell getting to heaven. And like I said, guys, it's wonderful. So And I got some more hot topics tonight.
Chime in on something, Mom.
Yes, ma'am.
You had made a comment about volunteering.
Mm-hmm.
A lot of these schools do not allow you to go in and volunteer anymore. So that's a big issue. I know for me, I had a program there. They allow certain people in and out that school.
Mm-hmm.
So they don't, so, they can't use the pandemic as an excuse anymore because nobody wear a mask. But a lot of the schools, they don't want the parents up there. And another thing is, I blame the school partially for these kids acting up because they took discipline out. If you call me and my child acting up, I'm gonna beat their tails at their schoolhouse.
Absolutely.
And when you get home, you're gonna get your tail beat again.
Mm-hmm.
But whenever they don't let you do that anymore. So don't call me if Johnny acting up, because if I come up there, it's not gonna be the top. So that's my take on the situation with these kids. They didn't took discipline out of the parents' hands.
Yeah.
That's
and it's sad because they need it. They really, really, truly need it.
They do. Did you see that video yesterday? In the North End, when those two girls beat the crap out of this little girl and her mama was there?
Her mom was standing right there?
Her mama was driving. And it was right there at that Mexican restaurant when you leave in Smith Middle School and you're going over the tracks. It's on the left-hand side. The video was taken down, but when I said they beat the dog crap out of that little girl and kicked her in the head, they could have killed her.
That's the North End?
Yes, ma'am.
To Cassoulet?
No, it's not Cassoulet. It's called, I can't think of the name of it, but you know what Smith Middle School is?
Mm-hmm.
You're going to go, okay, so you're not going towards Smith. You're going to pass up Smith, go over the tracks. And as soon as you cross those tracks, it's to the left-hand side. It's a little Mexican restaurant. And I guess it was the owner, but he caught it on video. And he put it on Facebook, and people, you had mixed reviews. Some people were upset about it, saying he shouldn't have put it up there. But it's down now. But so he did it for them to find the people.
Wow.
So, but yeah, they beat that little baby so bad.
Wow.
And the mom was right there. And the last time that happened, I don't know if you remember, it was the incident at McDonald's by the mall when those kids got jumped. And the mom had drove those children there. That particular woman, her child was always in the middle of stuff, always fighting. So the mom went over there to bring her child to fight. A couple of months later, that same mom was killed dealing with her daughter. She went somewhere where her daughter was fighting again, and some little boy shot and killed her.
Wow.
And this was in Beaumont.
Wow.
So we have a problem.
Yeah. And there's a problem, and it needs to stop. Like I said, they're building too many prisons for our children. And the thing about it, if you sit there and talk to them about it, they don't care. They have that I don't care attitude.
They don't care. They just, I don't know. I was just talking to a friend. It's like, what can we do? We can't do anything if they don't listen to their own parents at home. I say we need to have a Scared Straight program and put their butts over there. They think they closed down Mimi Rogers?
Mimi Rogers,
they closed down that? Yeah. There's nowhere to put them. But me personally, I wouldn't. It depends on what the crime is. I say lock their tails up and let them see what prison feel like. And then maybe they'll change their mind, because a lot of these kids don't realize once you get something on your record, you done ruined your life.
Yeah. And we tell them that time and time again, every time, over and over again. Your records follow you. And whatever you do now in because the elementary school is your foundation.
Yeah.
Whatever you do here in elementary school, it's gonna follow you all the way through high school.
Yeah.
So stop. Don't mess it up. Don't mess it up, and keep it straight.
Yeah.
Because there are people out there who are waiting for you.
That's true.
So and it ain't a good sight. So let's check and see. Aaron says, let me see. She said some of the current people in administration are not backing up the teachers, throwing them on the bus, throwing them straight under the bus.
And you know, that's really sad. That's sad that they're doing that. And that is true. I think we need to clean house starting with administration.
Mm-hmm.
And I think it's wrong. I think it's so sad that a lot of teachers who we're losing a lot of great teachers. And then these teachers that we're losing, they're afraid to speak out because they're afraid they're going to lose their jobs. So
Yeah.
it's like, I mean, well, what can we do? They need to clean house in administration. But that's just me, if I was a teacher, I would speak up. But I mean, everyone just,
right.
I don't know. I'll speak up about it.
You know, but everybody really have the I don't care. Not everybody. Most of the people really have the I don't care attitude. And it is what it is.
I mean, you know, to be honest, I could not. Like, I used to always volunteer in the schools. I don't think I could right now because I would jack somebody's child up. Because these kids buck up to you. They're disrespectful. And I don't think I would volunteer, at least not. I wouldn't do middle school. I probably would do elementary and high school. But these middle school kids they're out of control.
Yeah. I was just telling them that I went to high school early part of the year. And I stayed there 7 days. I got the hell out of there.
Oh, that's what you're talking about, Pathways?
No, I went to Paul Brown.
Oh yes, well, I was at Pathways back in my dumb days when I was at school acting a fool fighting, but it was self-defense. Wasn't my fault.
That's what they all said.
Ma'am.
That's what they all said.
No, really, Mom. I'm serious. They used to.
I'm just kidding.
I did. I mean, and the thing about it is, I had to fight every day you went there because I'm from the Peoria. I'm not from the North End. And a lot of people a lot of kids don't realize when you go into Pathways, that's really not a good place to go.
No, it's not.
It's not a good place at all, unless you gonna fight every day. But that's how it was.
Yeah.
It's unfortunate. Y'all don't get paid enough.
We cannot be afraid of our children. We cannot be afraid of them. We got to let them know who has the upper hand. Because the children think that they're running stuff. And if you let them think that, it's going to happen.
Well, actually, to be honest, they are. They are running everything. And, you know, that's what it is. And people are allowing them to do it. But we have to take control back. I don't know where, but this is what I think. I think they need to bring out the retired teachers and teach these new teachers classroom management because they don't have any. They have no control of their classes. I can go into one of the classes and they listen to me, but they don't listen to the teacher. I'm like, what's the problem? I don't know. They're scared of these kids.
Yeah, they're scared. Yeah.
Baby, I couldn't be a teacher. Y'all don't get paid enough. Kudos.
Well, in my interest, I'm going to say I'm going to take it anyway. So
what you say?
I can say I'm going to take mine anyway. So I don't care how much you pay me. He going to take it.
But I mean, it's sad that we're losing teachers like you guys that truly, truly care. And I heard something about they're going back to neighborhood schools. Is that true?
I don't know. I'm gonna stay in the neighborhood. I don't know.
No, because we were having a conversation, and to be honest, at one time I wasn't for it, but now I kind of am.
Yeah.
Because if we send our kids to the neighborhood,
we don't have that many schools here. Look at the clothing, everybody. My thing is right now. I'm still upset behind them clothing MLK. You know.
Did they ever say why?
I guess the problem was the scores, you know.
Well, they might as well just shut down BIZ if that's the case.
Yeah, but I guess it was the scores. I don't know. I really hadn't dug into that. But how you gonna close MLK? It's the one that did all this.
But what's going to happen is it's going to get really bad because at MLK, I don't know if you were aware that the parents were out there fighting kids because those kids was picking on their children. So you closing that school down, and if it's those kids are really that bad, they're going to be going to all the other schools. So it's really about to get crazy.
Yeah. Well.
I don't know, but 4 more years, all my kids out of school, and I cannot wait.
Let me see. Roscoe. I don't know. Roscoe says the Lord took discipline out of teacher's hand.
Yeah,
Yeah,
they did.
they
The
did.
Lord did.
Mm-hmm.
They did. And you know what I would tell people? Like I tell people all the time, parents who don't whip their children. I say, let me tell you something. That's when I was working at the prison. If you don't do it, the cops gonna do it, the streets gonna do it, or they gonna be coming to see me.
Mm-hmm.
And we reached some kids we didn't.
Mm-hmm.
But then when you do have children, like one young lady was on Miss Cheryl had on her page, and she was reaching out to the cop for help when he was like, they really couldn't do anything to the kid until the child got in trouble.
Right.
So I'm just like, I don't know.
Yeah, I remember that's in the Constitution now about discipline in schools and stuff like that. Can't do it.
But no, I would tell you, a cop, we real good friends. And this is how, I can't tell the story how I met him because I can incriminate myself. But I met this cop. He came into my house and he told me, he pulled it up. He said, do not let anybody tell you you cannot discipline your child. He said, unless you are drawing blood,
Mm-hmm.
you can do whatever you want to do. He said, as your kids. He said, you discipline them. Because I had to jack up a little boy many years ago. But yeah, so that's what he told me. And I think people need to do their research and know your laws.
Mm-hmm.
But I just think maybe they just tired. I don't know.
I don't know either.
Being a parent is draining, but that's your responsibility. That's your kids. You got to be accountable for it.
Mm-hmm. He said your teenage record definitely follows you. Everything is attached to everything, even while young. The play is going to be so much bigger than this time. We have a praise and worship pre-show that's going to be out of the world. Victory Christian Church Choir will perform. New Day and Antioch Choir as well. We will also honor every mother in the attendance. Then we will perform Sometime Is Hell, Getting to Heaven. I wish you guys could, James and Charles, I wish you could just come on and talk about your life and everything so that they can know, because Jameson has a testimony. And if you guys would listen to his testimony and see where he's coming, where he's been and where he is now, it would just throw you down. It would just knock you out, because I love it. I just met him. As a matter of fact, I introduced myself to him at church, but then he was on our podcast. You remember? And so he was talking. And so I said, well, I'm gonna come. I had no intentions of going, but after he gave his testimony, oh yeah, I was going that play. Yeah. And yeah, it was awesome. So thank you, Jameson. I won't be able to be there Saturday because I have some things to do, but thank you. I appreciate it. But I'm gonna follow you. You could guarantee you that. I guarantee you that I'm gonna follow you. Roscoe says teachers, administration follow the law. Yep. Change the law. It was parents that took it to the current level. Don't you touch my child. And you are right, Roscoe. Don't you touch my baby, because my baby, if my baby said that, it's the law. It's true.
Well, you know what? Me, if I'm comfortable with a teacher, I tell them, you whip their butts. I sign a letter. I don't have to do it anymore. You know, they're older. But if I'm comfortable with a teacher, and if my child is doing something, she had my permission to whip them.
Mm-hmm.
And so I did ask about that, and I think they stopped doing it. Like, you really can't touch these kids.
You really can't touch them. But you know, like you said, it has to be in writing.
Yeah, it has to be in writing.
But a lot still can't. You just can't touch them. They can talk to you any kind of way. They can say what they want to say, and have it be and let it be known. You know, Roscoe said children now call the cops on parents. My feeling called the cops on me, and I will let them take you by.
That's
You
what
know
I
what?
told mine.
You know what? I told mine, you can call the cops on me, but I'm gonna beat you.
I'm gonna beat you in
business
front of them.
here.
I'm gonna beat you in front of them, and y'all take them
before they get here. Call them.
Oh no! I told mine, if you ever try that, call the cops crap, I'm gonna beat your tail until they get there. When CPS come, I'm gonna beat you in front of them, and then I'm gonna tell them to take you. It's crazy.
It's crazy. The world would be a whole lot better. I promise you, the schools would be a whole lot better.
Yeah.
You're there to learn. How do you think they can pass anything if they're gonna sit there and talk back to you or tell you, whatever they want to tell you? How do you think they're gonna pass these subjects? Sit your blessed assurance down and listen to what the teacher is saying while she's teaching you. You might just learn something.
You know what? They should have video footage in these classrooms. They need to have video, like filming, to see what's really going on. Because I feel as though if a child runs up on you, you should be able to defend yourself.
Yeah, you have to defend yourself. Let's see. This must be a touchy subject because everybody on here tonight want to talk about this. This must be the topic of the world. In case you missed it, Aaron said when Talia Crockett, you might have talking about her mom. I know her mom, Talia Crockett. Elementary school, Crockett MLK. It was originally built on the pod system. That system kept each grade level in their own pod. I don't see it working as a high school option if it's still set up that way.
Yeah, I remember that. I know they still keep, middle school, they keep them separate, like the 6th graders, and in high school, they keep the 9th grade separate, which I think is a good idea.
Yeah, yeah.
I do. And they bringing in, I think her name is Ebony. It was on her post. She was saying that they're in Oklahoma. They're bringing in like that some type of devil work, like atheist stuff. I'm like, that's crazy. You're gonna take out God and you're gonna bring the atheist stuff back in the schools. That's crazy to me.
Right. Keep talking. I'm gonna bring Jameson in.
Okay. But yeah, pod system that kept its grade level in school. I'm see if they're working on a pod school, high school option. It's still set up that way. I don't think it's still set up that way. It's only that way for 6th graders. I know definitely at Odom and at I want to say Westbrook kept the 9th graders separate. I'm not sure. But that would be a good idea. On the original pod system. Oh, I think she's bringing somebody on.
Okay, James, look in your messenger. Okay. Did you read that about? Oh, Aaron said that.
Yes, ma'am. I told Aaron I think it's just 6th grade and I think 9th grade, but that would be a good idea to do that.
Gianna says, "Can't wait. My dog will be performing Saturday. Performing where?
Oh, probably at Jameson's play in Jameson's.
Oh, play. Yeah. We're talking about that. Yeah, cool.
I can't wait till he come this way. I was trying to find a venue for him. They don't have any theaters out here. Because I can't wait to see it.
Yeah, it's real nice. Real nice.
We need to have him and Daniel on one night so they can both talk about their testimonies of, going down the wrong path and going to jail.
Right.
Because Daniel did 6 years.
Right. Wow. I don't know how many years Jameson did, but if he comes on, Jameson, it's in Facebook Messenger. You can come. The link is in there, and so he can talk to you about it and talk about his play. So, guys, let like we said, let's get our kids together and as far as discipline, take care of it at home, and then when they get to school, they'll act better. They'll do a whole
You
lot.
know what? Think about back then. We had a lot of things to do as kids. We used to go to the skating ring, the 99-cent movie theater. They don't have things for children to do anymore. So they're mischievous and they act up. I
Mm-hmm.
think the city needs to start doing. I see the city, that's not just Bowman, everywhere. It's always stuff for adults. You don't really see a lot of things for children.
Yeah.
And I think we need to have something for kids. Do they still have the Dare program?
There.
Mm-hmm.
I wish
Because
it
I
would.
was
I wish
talking.
it would. I wish it would bring it back.
Well, actually, when the Sheriff Zena first was in office, I stopped her in the mall, and she told me that she's open to it for me to give her a call. I just got busy with life and never had the opportunity to, but
Right.
she was open to bringing Dare back.
Because she was part of it.
Yeah, she told me to give her a call, and she said we could do it.
Yeah. So I don't know. Anyway, anybody over here? Are you Cowboys fans? Yay! Woo! What y'all think about Zeke coming back?
Oh yeah.
I like Zeke though.
You know who my favorite was? Dez Bryant. I like a cocky man.
Yeah.
And I love Dez. But
That's
Dion,
right. We the Cowboys, girl. We don't play. We don't play. Well, Zeke Elliott's returning to the Dallas Cowboys and from New England, and so
good.
he and Dak they play good together.
Yeah.
They play
But I
good
wonder
together.
why they left. What happened with
Elliott,
Brian? What happened with Dez?
I don't know.
Why isn't Dez playing anymore?
I don't know. Was he traded?
I think Dez is getting in a lot of trouble. He was kind of a bad boy. I kind of like my bad boys.
Oh Lord. I'll take any boy right about now.
I told Daniel, I said, I only married you because I know you had a little thug in you, but it take a lot to bring it out. My husband, so we totally different. I'm more of a gangster than he is now.
Maybe it rubbed off.
Well, look, we both met. We both were in the streets when we met. So he just said he's not going back to prison. Forget that crap.
Yes. Leah said, yes, bring him back. We need him. Oh yeah. I think this year you talking about Elliott, right? You talking about Elliott? Or who you talking about?
You're probably talking about Dez.
Yeah, because I think we would go to the Super Bowl if they bring him back. When they bring him
and no one, you know nobody from a HBCU was signed. No one was drafted.
See, I didn't see the draft.
No HBCUs. They didn't have anyone. Daniel was telling me.
I didn't see that.
That
Yeah,
was drafted. I said, just imagine if like Jay-Z and I want to say, what's that other guy? I think Nelly's really into it because he's part owner of a team. If they just had their own team and got those, now they would be undefeated. And let Dion be the coach. Yeah.
Okay, Charles. Now we only have like 6 more minutes, and he want to come on now. We don't have 6 minutes, and then here you come.
Hey,
what's up, my brother?
I love how you feel that I'm tech savvy enough to just pop on.
Oh, you just gotta pop on. But you had to call your wife and tell her come show me.
I wish I could have gotten to it, but I had to go it alone this time. But thank you so much. I love you guys.
Oh, you love you too. So you want to talk about your play that's coming up on Saturday? It's Saturday, right?
It is, yes, ma'am.
Okay, Saturday at Antioch, and y'all is free. So let's support him. This is our people. This is our homeboy.
Yes.
Well, Jameson, okay. Well, I was looking for a theater, so you can do the play at a church or anywhere. It doesn't have to necessarily.
I can definitely do it anywhere. I'm crazy
Look.
That
Okay,
you got me.
got you now.
Yeah.
So I'm gonna tell you how big God is. How He does more.
Put that thing in your ear.
My phone keeps ringing. I'm sorry.
Oh, that's what it is. Okay.
I'm trying to get the play, and Pastor Adolph, who didn't see the play, heard so many good reviews from the likes of you. He said, "I don't want to." You
Tell them stop calling you.
He said, "We're gonna buy your play. We want to buy your play, and we believe in what you're doing so much, and we think the impact is already built.
Yeah.
It's God business, and we want to be a
Wow.
part of God business." So they bought the seats, and they're giving them away for free. They're gonna honor all the
That
mothers,
sounds like Pastor Adolph.
and not only that,
That's a
he's
blessing.
assigned me to write another play
Right.
next year, and it's already in the works, and we're
Oh.
like really about to go into business together now.
Oh, I know I'm one of the cast.
Actually, we are definitely doing some casting. It's funny you should ask, but yeah, we are definitely doing it. And you may have already heard a bit of it because it's a former sermon of his. Somebody go get Leroy.
Somebody go get Leroy. Somebody go get Leroy. I already know.
Yeah.
When I was teaching, should I say this, y'all? My past was Leroy. I named him Leroy because of that sermon. And then when somebody gonna get Leroy.
I love it. I love it. You know, I got firsthand experience because I was Leroy for a long time.
Yeah. And see, that's what I want you on here for. You know, just tell us about it.
Yes, ma'am. I mean, I'm by the grace of God, I was able to reach that breaking point where I realized that I had been blowing it for a long, long time and blaming everybody else for what I wasn't doing. When that light came on, everything changed. Because what I found in prison is everybody has a story. Everybody has a tear-jerking story how they got there.
Yeah.
But how they got there started in the mirror. And until you realize that part, it's easy to blame mama, daddy, the system, my neighborhood, my homeboys. But at the end of the day, nobody put a gun to your head and made you do what you did. It started early. It started in your youth.
Yeah.
And nobody checked it until them folks had to check it.
No,
and when they check it hurts a lot more than having mama and them check it. Man, and I love that the community is actually getting it, and they're not afraid of people like me to talk to these children.
Right.
Because man, I was you. I know exactly why you're doing what you're doing, and I can tell you what you're missing. And man, Vincent Middle School, how crazy is this? Vincent Middle School has asked me to be their keynote speaker at their graduation on the 21st. Man, them kids just don't know.
They don't know.
Man, I love it. Martin Elementary let me in to speak to all of the kids just this past week. It was phenomenal, man. Just to have them think.
I wish Blanchett would call you in. Man, that's why
Miss Jones, I would knock on the door and stay out there all night. Because if I had one person tell me what I'm going to tell them, I never would have went to prison. And sometimes you just got to hear from somebody outside.
You got to hear from outside. And so not matter who you know, somebody who you don't know.
Yes,
you
ma'am.
know.
Yes, ma'am. And
that's
I'm
good that you went to Martin.
Yeah.
That's great.
Yes.
My uncle was talking about that school. His kids go there. I have a friend that worked there. She said it's horrible.
Oh, they were rowdy now.
Yeah,
I was shocked to see, like, they like really, you have to really like, hey man, nah, we ain't doing that today.
Yeah.
And what's crazy is they would respect me, somebody who failed at life, more than they would respect a principal who's done everything right. They would listen to me.
Yeah.
Because of what I've done. I'm like, man, that is so crazy, but I get it. So while you listen to me, let me tell you something good. And you can't sugarcoat it. TV and radio make it like prison is a rite of passage. You ain't a real man till you go. No, you ain't a real clown till you go.
Right.
And it ain't pretty. Right. It's lonely. It's ugly. It's scary. And it's every day. Right. It ain't pretty. I'm trying to make sure nobody goes back. I did enough time for all of them.
Yeah.
For real. Yes,
yeah,
ma'am.
That is true.
Yeah.
That is true.
You know, we have some good principals in these schools. I love my principal and my assistant principal, and they both know I love both of them. But I need these children to respect them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They do have some really
And
good principles. They
I
have some
need
good
them
principles.
to respect them.
Yeah.
You know, but you know, I'm just one person. I'm just one person. I
That's-
talk to whoever I can. You know.
Yeah.
I-
You know what? My coach told me, Coach Lewis actually told me, he said, T, quit trying to save the world. If you can reach one person, you did
One
your
person.
job. Because I used to be stressed out. You hear me? Trying to reach
Just
these
one.
kids. And what you were saying, Jameson, that's whenever I was bringing people into the schools, I was bringing people like Daniel, people like us, because
Yeah.
the kids relate to us. You can bring
Mhm.
somebody educated from Harvard, they're not going to listen to them.
Mm-hmm.
And that's unfortunate because you want to be on that level, but they're just not
Right.
going to listen because they're not relatable to them.
Right.
Right. That's for
Yeah.
sure.
That's for sure.
But
Yeah.
I'm so happy for you. I mean,
Man.
Tyler Perry needs to get back.
Tell him
I need to be your casting director. Okay, just let me
Hey.
travel and cast.
Hey, I'm trying to tell you, I'm gonna need you now, because
I'm serious.
I'm definitely gonna need you. I need to make sure I get all the right people, because I know for a fact he's anointed me, man, to do this. He put me in a position to be seen for a reason, to tell
Yeah.
all of them all
Yeah.
about him, and
Yeah.
that's exactly what I'm gonna do. So yeah, I need that expertise of yours, girl.
I got you. Like, look, I'm getting ready to do something. I can't talk about it right now
Okay.
because of the NDA, but I'm about
Okay.
to cast for someone else. But
Okay.
yeah, we have to support each other.
Man, I love it, because I am definitely believing now more than ever that, man, it is just the beginning for this thing. It's taking it into a whole nother level now.
Whole nother level. Whole
That's
nother
good.
level.
You know, we
Yeah.
got people that are gonna
Jameson,
bust.
don't you put no dress on.
I would never put that dress on. Hey, look. Hey, I might not never put that dress on. Hey, look. Let me tell you how crazy this has become. There's people who are actually gonna go around picking up the homeless, taking them to the Y, bathing them, giving them new clothes, and busing them to this play.
I
You
love
can't
it.
you can't
can't-
tell me God ain't got his hands
God,
in this.
what?
I love it.
What?
That is amazing.
You need to be running all around the house.
Oh, I have chills.
I cried just to hear it. I cried just to
Wow.
hear somebody
Right.
say,
Absolutely.
if we could just get them in the room, if they could just hear a word and know that where this came from, then they'll say it ain't over for me either. It ain't over. It's
Right.
not over, man.
It ain't
It's
over.
not. It is not over. In fact, it don't even begin until you ask for him. Once you ask for him, that's when it all starts. We just got to get him in the room, because he's already in the room. Man, I couldn't believe that. That made my whole everything when I
I know
heard
it
that.
did. I know it
Oh,
did.
that's amazing. Jameson, why you don't go to the high schools and do the play?
I would love to. I didn't know anybody. No one knew who I was until 2 months ago. Nobody knew the story. They thought I was just a guy from out of town bringing the play in, until they realized, oh wait, this is one of our people. Hold on, wait, he did what? Oh yeah, now it's starting to pick up. I'll be at Beaumont United talking to the football team.
That's good.
And yes, man, it's definitely starting now. I'm not turning any of them down, any of those assignments, because the way I feel is, if I can just reach one, I can reach some, because they're gonna tell their partners.
Yeah. And Jameson, you ought to go to Proud Brown.
I didn't even get me in there.
I'll call a friend of mine. I think he's still, I don't know if he's still a principal there, but I'll call a friend of mine.
Dr. Rice is the principal over there.
Oh, Dr. Rice. Oh, Calvin Rice.
Yeah.
I'll call his wife Keisha. That's my homegirl.
Yeah.
Man, I told
you was before. I got you. Just let me know what you want. I got you.
Coach Rice is so cool. He'll let you come.
Cool.
I love it. Yeah, I told him,
He
man,
good people.
man, you use me up. Go
Yeah,
on,
that's
use
what I'm
me
talking-
up, because
That's what I'm talking-
I ran hard for Satan. You think I ain't gonna go hard for God?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mom, you gonna talk to Coach Rice, or you want me to reach out to Keisha? You know you're gonna call Coach?
Yeah, I know Rice. But I met him when he first started teaching. We all taught the same school.
Between us, we're gonna get you in there. So my mom could, yeah, we'll get you in there.
Let's do it, man. Thank y'all so much. I love it.
You know, you contact me all the time anyway. So, you know, hey, Deborah, look, this is what I need.
Yeah, you my plug.
Yeah. I think that's amazing. I mean, I'm so happy about the homeless. That's amazing.
Yeah.
Man, that need to be on the news.
That needs to be
It
on
does.
That's unreal.
Yes.
That is amazing. Are they going to feed them as well?
Yes, they are.
Uh-huh.
Yes.
I love it.
Actually, all the mothers, they're hooking up all the mothers. They're gonna feed the mothers that day, and so they're gonna include them in that, and it's gonna be beautiful, man. They got flowers. I mean, this is something that the mothers there. If you know a mama, a baby mama, a big mama, all the mamas need to come to this.
Man, and you know what was crazy? I was supposed to actually be in town this weekend, but I'm having some medical issues, so I can't drive. But I wish I would have. Yeah, I wish I wasn't feeling bad because I definitely would have came down there and helped.
Yep.
So when is it you gonna record it, James? Like what you gonna do? I need to see this play.
You recorded the last one, didn't you? But he froze on me.
Oh.
All right, y'all. That was Jameson Charles. His play is held Trying to Get to Heaven. We'll be at Antioch on Saturday, and we're gonna have to get on out of here because, excuse me, it's time for us to get out. But it's 20 minutes to 8, and y'all know I don't keep y'all long. So I enjoyed tonight. I appreciate you guys texting me and letting me know what's what, especially about the discipline problem in the schools. But I appreciate you guys very, very, very much. God bless you. God keep us our prayer. You have anything else to say before we go out, Toya?
No,
and I want to thank Toya for coming because Toya wasn't feeling well earlier, and she told me she wouldn't be able to come on, and so she did. I know she couldn't hold back.
Especially with kids. You know how about the kids.
Yeah, I enjoyed tonight too, Liz. Thank you for Skin. Thank you for so much. Thank you so much. Don't forget, y'all, Juneteenth celebration in Beaumont is gonna be also function gonna be here. You're gonna get, if you have not seen the Southeast Texas Line Steppers, they're gonna be stepping that day. So y'all come on out. June 15th, 4 p.m. to 9 p.m. So let's have some fun over there at the City of Beaumont, right by the library and the Civic Center. So y'all come on out and let's do this. Let's do this. This is our. They're giving this for the Juneteenth celebration. So they give it, we go. Okay. God bless you. And look, guys, pray for us. Pray for the last time because they're gonna be at DeQueen Elementary tomorrow. Dancing tomorrow for the Teachers Appreciation. Okay. Thank you, teachers, for all that you do. God bless you and God keep you. We love you. This is your week. Enjoy every day.
And we appreciate you guys.
We do. We appreciate it. We have some good teachers at BISD.
We really do. They're tired, but we have some good ones.
We have some good ones. And look, keep on keeping on, not only in BISD and PAISD and keep doing what you're doing and God's gonna see you to the end. Okay? God bless you. Bye. If I can help somebody as I pass along this way, then I know that my living is not in vain. You know I have to say that at the end. Say I'm Tori first. 1 second. Can you do that?
Ma'am, yes, ma'am.
All right, bye guys. Bye,
bye.
Catherine. Bye, Aaron. Bye, Yolanda. Bye, Skinny. Who else? Tiana.
Miss Nan was on there. Hey, Miss Nan.
Yeah.
I hadn't talked to my girl in a minute.
So thank you so much, Jameson Charles. Thank you so much. Thank you. And I wish you could go to all these schools to talk to all these children. I mean, it would be a blessing. God bless you. Bye.